is going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. Today we're ranking how the Sidemen built $100 million YouTube empire. These guys are the goats of YouTube. The last charity match was huge. Everyone knew about it.
It was mad.
Yeah, 2.6 million people watching at the same time. Over £1 million.
Also, it's very nice to do something like that.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
it was for cancer, and yeah, that was wholesome. Anyway, let's see.
The Sidemen are in 2022, the Sidemen are international superstars. They're creative pioneers, lucrative businessmen, and the face of UK YouTube. But all this fame and acclaim starts with 7 lads in their bedrooms itching for an impossible future. It's a success story for the ages, but can it ever be done again? The
I don't think
inspirational
so.
journey is a decade in the making. Let's whiz through it. Simon and JJ knew each other in school, as did Toby and Josh. They
It's
hung out
fast,
online.
right?
Fast.
Yeah, probably I should make it slower.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
all right.
In the making. Let's whiz through it. Simon and JJ knew each other in school, as did Toby and Josh. They hung out online for a while before inviting Ethan one day in 2013. Vic joined later that year, and the 6 of them began a GTA group.
So
called the
it was
Ultimate
just
Sidemen.
6.
Fancying one more member,
Okay,
the group was
Harry.
completed with Harry's arrival in early 2014.
Hey, he joined
All
in
7 were
2014.
creating individually on their own channels before deciding to join forces. And thus, the Sidemen were born. Their first year was a quick success. Their GTA videos found traction
You can make it faster.
Okay.
Only that part was so fast, I guess.
and clearly the boys had stumbled upon something interesting. So much so that with their growing platforms, rising monetization and flourishing friendship, they left their parents' homes and created the Sidemen house.
Oh, I've never seen the Sidemen house before. So they started living together. They left their parents' house.
Oh, okay. It's not only for videos.
No, it was
They're
for
living
videos.
there.
Yeah, they were living there.
Okay. Okay. I thought it's like studio.
No. They were living there.
It was here that the Sidemen's output hit maximum overdrive. With nothing to do besides record videos all day, every day, in each other's company, their YouTube channels grew and grew and grew. All things considered, they'd landed in the perfect setup. They were doing what they loved in an environment that encouraged it while living with their closest mates. But for many of them, I'm sure this was a crossroads moment. It was a huge risk moving into a house with practically strangers. YouTube was big at the time, but being a YouTuber, it wasn't quite respected yet, at least I'm sure not from their parents. Sure, the value of the job was revealing itself, but there were no guarantees. And they were young, finding their feet, working out who they were. Was it the right decision? Fuck it.
We've got 300 subscribers in an hour. I'm gonna go and do more.
They were kids chasing a dream, 7 lads who wanted a different life and wanted to have fun along the way.
Shit, man, we're going somewhere. I need to do more of it.
Play, record, edit, sleep, repeat, over and over. They put the graft in, days at their desks, cultivating something big they were only just sniffing. Something was forming here, and millions began to notice. The Sidemen house really brought the lads together.
You know, it's a big risk, and sometimes when it turns out good, it's something explosive.
Sorry, did they build this house after their own money, or they did it with their own money?
No, like I guess they were first filming individually on their own, and then I think with the money they got, they rented the
Separately,
place.
they bring it together.
Yeah. So like it was. That's why I said it's a big risk, because like you don't know this person before, and like 7 people or 6 people. So 7.
As well as colleagues, they were truly best friends. They were each integral parts of the group. But a side effect of broadcasting your lives like the boys were is something interesting. We felt like a member too. It was intimate. When fans today say they grew up with the Sidemen, this is where it began.
Can you come see this real quick?
KSI is an idiot.
Personalities bloomed, dynamics developed, and the character archetypes were formed. It didn't take long to expect Vic to be bullied, JJ to do something weird, or Ethan to
Why
laugh
do you
hysterically.
keep doing this like a dog?
Yeah.
They'd gone from one-man shows to a sitcom cast, and fans were ready to binge.
To remain in a reformed European Union,
we have a disaster called the Big Lie. Champions of the world.
The mid-2010s were the golden era of YouTube vlogging. Despite coming from backgrounds in gaming, the Sidemen were finding great success in their real-life content. Of course, YouTube was bustling with this stuff back then.
Hello everyone, today I'm joined with all these YouTubers. We've got Zoe, Che, Casper, wherever he's, well there you are, and Alfie Davis.
I know this guy, Joe Sugg.
Zoe, Che,
Joe Sugg.
Casper, wherever he's.
This guy, he's also
all of
like,
them.
yeah, you know this guy too? I think Casper Lee or something.
None of them.
They were big YouTubers.
Well there you are, and Alfie Davis.
But
Joe
they
Sugg and his creative
followed
friends
most of them.
reigned the platform for
Some of
years.
them.
But many of these guys are nowhere to be seen in 2022.
Yeah.
Asked why, Joe Sugg said,
My audience have all grown up, or the audience I had back then, they're all now in their 20s. The stuff that I knew how to make back then is not what they want to consume now as content.
which means one thing,
Fine.
they didn't adapt well enough. Not like the Sidemen.
Yeah, the Sidemen, the audience is
2016
growing
was
with
a
them.
pivotal year for the Sidemen. It was time to expand, attempt
crazy.
new things. Their shared channel was born just in time for their first charity football match.
An embrace here from the Sidemen.
Mini Minter ripples the net.
100 grand you guys have made for the charities, which is fantastic.
They made
Time to let
£100,000
them know, hide the
100,000 in their first
The
one.
decision was made to slowly phase out their gaming content in favor of their newer project, Sidemen Sunday.
Yeah, this is
These videos
what I watch
Sunday
every Sunday.
started modestly, with standard trends
Sidemen
and
Sunday.
ideas. It didn't take long, however, for those ideas to expand alongside a growing budget. These videos were the Sidemen really sensing their creative potential. The combination of adolescence and resource coalesced into highly captivating content. The Sidemen channel raked in millions of new fans, and larger corporations noticed.
Yeah, I think this was the time, this was the period I became a Sidemen fan. Like, Sidemen, you know, because it was, I think it was during the every Sunday stuff. Or probably, I don't know if it was JJ I knew first or Sidemen, I can't remember. But I know it was the period I can't remember how I
In 2018, the group
became,
announced
but it was this period.
Published on YouTube Originals, the 7-part series was the boys' first dip into traditional media. With professional crews and budgets, the Sidemen were now equipped with real production value, as well as celebrity co-stars. This series had all the bells and whistles of larger productions, but still the authentic heart the Sidemen fans loved.
I think we just do a drive-by movie, like you get your ass up, we'll just drive past loads of people.
Alright, wait.
It's all wrong! It's all wrong!
Despite all this, the boys never tried to repeat it, but they did catch a taste for that production value. Wanting to take matters into their own hands, but knowing they'll need help, they laid their eyes on talent manager Tanya Pyle, who helped put the YouTube original series together.
And we were just like, yo, like, do you want to be our personal manager? And she thought about it. She was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's see what happens.
This catalyzed a new era of Sidemen
Wait, how
Sundays.
the
Bigger
fuck did
ideas,
they
larger
do
budgets,
this?
and longer screen time. Hours of content
Wow.
for fans to consume every single Sunday.
But the contents are good.
Yeah,
The plays and games, everything.
yeah, it's high quality. High quality.
Yeah,
content.
they really, there's too much effort in
Yeah.
it.
They became an instrumental part of a fan's week. They were huge videos, but more importantly, they were consistent.
Please tell everybody your favourite magic spell.
This thing, no one knows what he said to you today. Nobody
That
knows.
regularity,
Yeah,
alongside the boys' hunger
Like,
to keep pushing,
everyone is trying to
forced
figure out
Sidemen
what he
into
said.
the mainstream. This holiday video, in which the boys split up into a cheap and expensive group,
Yeah,
went
91
platinum.
million views. Like they did a what's it called? This like a holiday video. I think I remember someone Simon saying they just tried it. It was a risk because they spent a lot of money and like they go for like two different places for holidays. So one is like an expensive one, the other is a cheap one, and they vlog both of them and they add it together, like they post it in one video, and it was
Paper, it's 2 hours
so
of the lads abroad. But the views don't lie. This video is pure entertainment. Beneath the extensive planning and absorbing performances, there's an effective story here. And some real heartwarming moments.
I'm happy right
The Sidemen were now operating at their highest potential, which means they had a lot to lose. How could they ensure all of this success didn't start crumbling? The Sidemen are made up of more fame, money, and influence than they ever expected. They'd gone from gaming after school to having the world at their fingertips. It's a power shift sure to go to the heads of most, but the boys never forgot their roots.
Yeah.
A system had to be put in place to
like
keep each other
normally
going.
some people would get proud and get like allow it to get into their heads and stuff, but these guys are just like
Humble.
just humble. They just continue being naturals.
Sacrifice personal goals and achievements also for a group in achievement. And it's not because it's just like brand achievements, it's we're friends, right?
The Sidemen are pretty clear about who's in charge. No,
No
they
one
knew
is in
from day
charge.
one.
Actually, it's really risky to be a group of 7.
Yeah,
Because
7.
I don't know if it was a girl or a group of girls were doing this, they would not be together right now.
Most probably, right?
Yeah. Because I don't know, even musicians, musical groups, always there's a problem and one of them goes out, or maybe there is a problem about each other. I don't know. That's why it's really risky.
Yeah.
It's really easy to spoil
Yeah.
whole group.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think for these guys, they just made up their minds, I guess, and they're like, the group achievements is more important than personal achievement.
And I think it's also about we are real good friends.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Democratic would eliminate egos. With no leader, everyone has equal priority and responsibility.
There is no leader.
Yeah.
But Kesai, I just saw Sidemen from you when you're watching it from your phone. But I was always thinking that Kesai was the head of the group. Yeah, he has that kind of vibe.
Actually, he doesn't have a leader vibe. He doesn't have a leader quality.
No, I'm not talking about that. It's like I feel like he brought all of them together. And
okay, I get what you mean.
I don't know. He's on the front, one step, and I couldn't explain myself, but
You feel like he's one step ahead of it. Like he's like in front when everyone is like this is like the one.
yeah, I mean, he shows himself more than others.
I think
maybe because of his character, it's like
yeah, I get what you mean. But he's the most active.
yeah.
That's why he's not in the group. In his outside life, he's the most active. And normally his character is like a dominant character, and the way he's always like, he's so bold and so like he's always out there. So even in the group when they're doing like a video, his voice is the most heard.
Yeah.
His laugh is the most heard.
His love.
Yeah.
I don't watch them, their videos.
Yeah.
I can directly understand and recognize his love.
Yeah. Yeah. And also outside Sidemen, outside YouTube, he's the most active. Boxing, he does music. You know.
I mean, he attracts more attention than others.
Yeah.
Trying to say that.
Yeah. Actually, they all accept the fact. They all accept it. The boys also accept that. Yeah, he's actually he's more popular than,
Maybe
and he pulls crowd. He does definitely.
Maybe it's also because of the other things he does.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
boxing,
Yeah.
other things.
Definitely. And he's so consistent on YouTube too. His
He
own
has also
personal
song.
channel. Yeah, he has a song. He has not even a song. He has so many songs. Yeah,
How many?
like a lot, like over 20, I guess.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he has a lot of songs. He started with diss tracks back in the days, and like he has an album all over the place. Yeah, he is.
I thought he only had 2 songs.
He's really into music. He's really into music. He has 2 channels. One is 20-something million, and that one is his music channel.
Wow.
Yeah, that was his initial channel, but he turned it to his music channel. And then he has another one, 16 million, which is his own personal channel that he uses for like content.
Are they still continue their own channels?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
He that's why he is so active. He controls his own KSI channel, his own JJ Olatunji, that's his own personal one. And then Sidemen channel, more Sidemen. They have Sidemen Short, they have Sidemen React, they have...
But there is 24 hours in a day.
Yeah,
How they can manage to do all of these things?
Those guys are machines, man. They are machines.
Every Sidemen Sunday you watch was assigned to a specific member whose job it was to organise and oversee the whole project. When a video is completed, it's tallied up on a spreadsheet next to the member who directed it.
Wow.
The goal is to rotate this assignment around, with responsibility being shared equally.
Wow.
But this is
Wow,
only
that's good.
half the system. How did the
They have a really good system.
Yeah,
That's why they still continue like this.
Sidemen eliminate tardiness? The card system is the group's way of ensuring accountability.
And if you're 30 minutes late to a shoot, you get a yellow card.
2 lates and a red card.
Oh, wow.
The Sidemen Sunday you directed is now scrubbed off your tally. Why is this bad? Because now you're behind the rest of the group. And remember, the goal is for this tally to be equal amongst all of them.
Wow.
Next time a video is assigned, it has to go to you.
If you have to sacrifice maybe like one thing that you can do at a later date for the benefit of 6 of your friends, you're gonna do it.
If you get yellow cards, you have to put more work in then.
The more you let the team down, the more work you do. This decision might be the key factor why the group is still so strong today. The group takes priority, and they've all recognized this. Their longevity is a result of discipline and selflessness.
Wow.
But it would be criminal to leave their team out of this. For years, the Sidemen boys were jack of all trades. You have to be when starting YouTube. This meant knowledge of sound, camera, marketing, distribution, design, and editing.
Wow.
But there's a crucial stage in every creator's growth where they have to leave that control behind.
We have a couple people that are so essential to the whole operation now because they've come in and they've just put us first on a daily basis.
And today, they have an expert team of specialists that help bring their dreams to reality. Dozens of employees that help from thumbnails all the way up to building businesses. They've recruited powerful people with talent and drive that helps complete the Sidemen puzzle. And in doing so, the group's job titles have evolved.
I think the one thing that's very different about being a video creator is that to do it as a job, you have to become a distributor.
As they've aged, qualities in management, supervision, and leadership have had to form. A spirit for enterprise emerged, and many successful business ventures are thanks to the behind-the-scenes.
Like they have
Because
their
of this
own
rock-solid
restaurant.
foundation.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
they are a very big group. They have their own restaurant, they have their own vodka, they have...
Vodka?
Yeah. They have their own like clothes company. KSI has his own drink, Prime drink. He's partners with Arsenal.
They're smart.
They are so fucking smart.
They could use that money that they earn to edit things like, I don't know, just for fun.
Party, waste their
Just
lives.
for-
And
yeah, but they're really making investments. It makes sense.
Smart. All of them.
Because YouTube is actually really risky
Yeah.
platform.
You can lose everything as well.
Yeah. It's really risky.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see the Sidemen slowing down anytime soon.
You guys really could do Sidemen forever and have it maintain your lifestyle forever.
Is that Logan Paul?
I'm sure the Sidemen look back on their journey as a bit of a fever dream. They've
I
accomplished
mixed
so
my...
much, and every step is still there to be watched. Just 10 years ago, they were kids playing FIFA in their bedrooms. They didn't know their place in the world, what was destined for them. They just had the balls to imagine. It took creative thinking, an endless drive and a whole lot of responsibility, but the Sidemen paved their own path. And as impossible as it seems now, I'm sure back then, they felt the same way. YouTube today might seem like an impenetrable fortress, like the stars are already established.
They never
The world
miss a
latched onto the
Sunday.
Sidemen for who they were. You don't need $1 million or a dedicated team. Audiences want one thing, and that's you. Ultimately, the Sidemen proved one thing, that anything is possible if you just believe in it and do the fucking work.
Nah, that was inspirational.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad to watch this video though. I didn't know all these things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when people see the Sidemen from afar, like just see them from outside, I think they're a bunch of boys that just mess around and joke with their lives and like just say rubbish things to make themselves popular and stuff.
To be honest, if you don't know much about them, you will think like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I think you just need to give them a chance. Just watch 1, watch 2, watch 3, and one video is not enough to, to say everything they're all about and stuff. But yeah, that is.
What about their education? What about their
Actually, only
actual-
2 of them or 3 of them went to uni. Yeah, I think Toby is Yoruba, by the way. Toby, Vic Star, I'm not sure. I think Vic also went to uni. I'm not sure, guys. You guys can correct me. And I think Josh also went to uni. Josh is like, he's not here right now, but like he's also a very important member of. He's like, for me, I think he's the most mature member because he's the one that like he's always, there. He's like he's a big figure actually. I mean, yeah, that was how Sidemen built 100 million. I didn't even know they had this amount of net worth, but with everything they have, I think it's actually reasonable. 100 million is actually small with everything they actually have. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and to see you next time. Peace out.